Hello everyone, Mr. Kiefer here to help with an example. In this example, we'll go over KC7D, using trig to find a side, part 1, when x is on the top. So in this example, we are given a triangle. This triangle says that one of the angles, angle P, is 28 degrees. One of the sides is unknown, they call it x, and another side is given, that side is 92. The first thing I would do here, it was label the triangle with a hypotenuse, an opposite side, and an adjacent side. Now, the hypotenuse is going to be the biggest side of that triangle. In this case, you can measure 92 is the biggest or longest side. Another way to find out the hypotenuse is to find the right angle, which is the biggest angle of the triangle. And across from it, or the opposite side of that right angle, is going to be the longest side. So two different ways to find the hypotenuse. Next, use the angle that we're referring to. So we are referring to this 28 degrees here in red. The opposite side of that angle is the one side of the triangle that's not touching that angle. If you kind of outline the angle here, the one side that does not touch would be side QO. At no point does it ever touch the red. So this is the opposite side. You can also draw, again, a line straight down to find the opposite side. The adjacent side, the leg that is next to that angle, noticing that this side touches the angle, is x. So that would be your adjacent side. From here, we can use the phrase SOHCAHTOA. SOHCAHTOA is a way to remember the sine, cosine, and tangent identities. So we use SOH, CAHTOA. Again, SOHCAHTOA. The S stands for sine. We abbreviate that with SIN, and that's going to be opposite over hypotenuse. The CAH, the C stands for cosine. We abbreviate that with COS, and that is adjacent over hypotenuse. The last one, the TOA, T stands for tangent. We abbreviate that with TAN, which is equal to opposite over adjacent. So sine, cosine, tangent, and those are how they would be written out. In this example, we can see that x is the adjacent side and that 92 is the hypotenuse side. Using the two sides they give us and not using the side that has no information, we can see that we will use cosine here because cosine is equal to the adjacent side over the hypotenuse side. So the next step would be to fill it in. So again, we are using cosine. We can write that as cosine is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. We want to throw in the information that they give us here. So the 28 degrees, the side x that we're trying to find, and the side 92. So that is going to be cosine of 28 degrees is equal to the adjacent side is x and the hypotenuse is 92. It is important to make sure the order is the same, that the A adjacent side is on top and that the hypotenuse is on bottom. When we have an example where x is on top, in order to get x by itself, we need to get rid of the 92. The problem says cosine of 28 degrees is equal to x divided by 92. The opposite, or how we can undo division, is with multiplication. So we can multiply both sides by 92 in order for them to cancel out. If you multiply one side by 92, you have to multiply the other one. From here, you will just get 92 times cosine of 28 degrees is equal to x. So we can, from this step, go to our calculator and plug it in. So I can plug in 92 times the cosine of 28 degrees. It is very important here that you are in degrees on your calculator. So check here. You should be degrees. 81.2 is your final answer.